PBNs are one of the most powerful tools for SEOs in 2025. They can be used for improving the rankings of your own money site, or they can even be used for selling guest posts and backlinks for a direct source of income. Private blog networks are one of the most powerful tools in SEO in 2025. They can be great for increasing the rankings of your own money websites, or even for selling guest posts to make direct income. If you're curious about what a PBN is, why they're so powerful, or how you could own one and use one to improve the rankings of your own money sites, then this video series is going to be really useful for you. Hi, I'm Jim from Domain Hunter Gatherer, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how I would go through from start to finish how to make a PBN that's both powerful, useful, and has longevity. So we need to make sure that all of our effort is going to be put into the right domains, using the right methods for setting it up, getting the right content on there to make sure that our PBNs are the most powerful they could possibly be, and that they're going to stay that way for many years to come. So what is a private blog network? So simply put, it's just a group of websites that you control, that you can send links to wherever you want. You can use them privately for your own websites to prop them up, to get them better rankings and to get more traffic, or they can even be used for making a direct income by selling or renting links. Now, the process for finding each type of domain is largely the same. So I'm going to be showing you how I would find the best domains available in any niche. Now, this can be used for any website or any niche whatsoever. So first, let's get into the domains that you're going to want. Now, there's a few things that will make or break a purchasing decision. So you want to make sure that it has at least some backlinks that you want for your website that would be hard to replicate yourself. So we're going to be looking at authority sites in your niche, and we're going to be crawling those to find the best domains possible. From these domains, we're then going to make sure that the content history is relatively consistent, that it hasn't changed to a completely different niche after it's been expired in the past and maybe picked up by somebody else. Because let's not forget, a lot of these domains will have been used by a couple of people in the past, certainly at least one. So we want to make sure that they are clean, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that. So domain quality is more a pattern rather than a single metric. Now, I'd love to be able to say you need to just make sure that it has a high domain authority or trust flow, or the DomDetailer sees that it's got lots of links. Now, yeah, those things are nice, but you need to be making sure that they are quality, that it has backlinks that are going to help you, because lots of domains have a high domain authority when really you probably wouldn't want them as part of your PBN. So I'm going to be showing you the patterns to look out for and the sort of things that make a domain in a PBN really powerful. Now, there's a great shortcut for finding these types of domains, and I will be looking at that in the next video, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. Ultimately, we're going to be using a tool called Domain Hunter Gatherer. It's my tool. It's really got most of the features that you're going to need for finding the domains, checking that they're quality, and also making sure that they've not been messed around with to the point where you don't want them. Okay, we're going to have links to everything in the description, as well as some extra guides that we've written in the past that might be helpful to read around the situation. I'm always interested to hear what other people find most important in a domain. So if you have some metric that you use to look at first to weed out the good and the bad domains, then stick it in the comments below. I've been doing this for 15 or more years now, but it always helps to hear what other people are doing to improve their workflow. So stick it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Now, the risks and realities that we have to accept as part of owning a PBN. You need to make sure that everything's looking genuine. It needs to be as natural and unique as possible on every single website. Now, a PBN is not the magic pill. You can't just throw together 3 websites, link them to your money site and hope for the best. It is slightly more complicated. It's not overly complicated, but you do need certain things in place to make sure that you're getting the results for the effort, as well as not leaving yourself open for any manual action. Because if people can look at your PBN and see that there's something fishy going on, obviously the search engines are going to see the same. So we are going to look into varying everything up, how to make every website indistinguishable from every other money website online, and how to make sure that you aren't leaving any footprints behind the Google or whoever can use to link the PBN back to you. Realistically, the worst that's going to happen is those links will get disavowed and you'll just have a waste of time on your hands. You know, it's unlikely that you're going to get a manual penalty in 2025, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. Or maybe that was possible, but not these days. So we do have guides for certain aspects of this in the description. You can check them out now. We will be going into far more footprints on that, by the way. There's a lot to consider. Things like DNS settings. That's probably the most technical side that needs to be done correctly the first time. Like I said, it's not overly complicated. I will be giving you a checklist that you're going to be able to print out and keep on your desk, and then you can go through and check that you're making sure that every one is different every time, and you'll be picking up good habits from the start. So for the tools that we're going to be using, mainly it's going to be Domain Hunter Gatherer. That's going to be the star of the show. That's going to be finding our domains. We're going to be whittling the list of hundreds or maybe even thousands of domains down to just a few. And then we're also going to be using it to check the content history and the backlinks. It really does have all of these. Now, if you were to be using something simple for scraping domains, or maybe you're using a website, you will likely need something like Ahrefs or Majestics to get that backlink data, because without that, you really are missing a key piece of the puzzle. Now, since October this year, Domain Hunter Gatherer and DomDetailer have this backlink data included. So just having those DomDetailer credits alone can save you $100 or more at Majestic or Ahrefs just to get that data. So we're going to be using Domain Hunter Gatherer and DomDetailer in combination to get our domain stats, content history, backlinks, as well as doing all the scraping, and we won't need any other stats tracking tool to do that. So the path forward is, the next episode, we're going to be finding candidates. We're going to be sorting through them, checking the history, registering it cleanly, and then after that we're going to be looking at hosting, getting your domain set up and actually getting content on there. So I'll be going through exactly step-by-step examples for you to follow. So before the next video, I've got a couple of tasks for you. This is going to really help you follow along with the next episode, and you're going to be able to getting you in really good stead to be finding perfect domains in your niche straight away. So number one, here's what you need. Second one optional, number one need. You need to write down 5 to 10 of your main competitors. They could be authorities in your niche, but make them big. Make sure that they have a habit of linking out to other sites as well. If it's a small 2 to 3 page website, you're not going to find much. You can use it, but don't count that as your 5 to 10 main competitors that you're going to be crawling. For SEO type websites, you would be using forums such as like Warrior Forum, Black Hat World, things like that are great sources for backlinks in that niche. So you might want to be looking at forums because they allow linking out to other websites. If you're going to use a forum, make sure it's moderated well, because they'll be making sure that the pages aren't spammed. So the domains aren't going to be spam domains. They're going to be domains that have some relevancy in your niche. So forums are great. Media sites are also great. Things like news websites, review sites, all of these things are great resource for finding expired domains. So you want 5 to 10 or more the merrier, but 5 to 10 is the sweet spot of your main competitors and authorities in your website. After this, I'll be giving you a 1-page risk and footprint checklist so you can use that to follow along. But make sure you get that list of competitors. So there's a lot of theory craft there. We haven't talked on a lot of, you know, concrete methods or things that you can replicate. There's been a lot of theory, but I do think that there's a lot of basics in this video that are essential to get it right. Next episode, we're going to be touching on actually getting the domains, and that's the interesting part as far as I'm concerned, because getting this right can really ensure that you have a big boost for when you're setting up your PBN. Okay. You can check the description below. We've got links to the tools we're going to be using, some guides, as well as what you're going to be needing for the next one. So check that out. If you've got any questions or comments, you think I've missed something, or, you know, you don't like my face, whatever, post it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, I like a good laugh, even if you want to rip it out of me. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.